Welcome. All those preparing for the ISACA conference, this episode is actually dedicated to all the members of ISACA and all those who are intending to join the conference this year. So with me, I have Eric. Eric is the vice president, a very big man in ISACA, though he looks smaller. Small and tall, but yes, he's a very big man. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Deogratius.
So please tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into cybersecurity as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Deogratius, once again for bringing me here on this show. And I think before I proceed, I want to thank you for having this weekly, this cyber show. And it's been a good show for our members at ISACA. It's helped us be updated on cybersecurity trends in Uganda, in Africa, and also globally. Yeah, so on my introductions, I'm Eric Sechezivo. You mentioned I'm the current vice president of ISACA Kampala chapter. Yeah, but aside from that, I am an IT and cybersecurity professional, majoring in assurance, IT audits, forensics, pen testing, and all areas around cybersecurity assurance. So in terms of my education, I did my bachelor's at Makerere University, bachelor's in computer science. I am also a certified information systems auditor. I am also an ISO 27001 lead auditor, which I attained in 2018. And why I'm saying this is because I am also a trainer, a certified accredited trainer by PCB. And for this, I wish to say that I was the first accredited trainer for PCB on the ISO 27001 in Uganda. That was, I think, in 2019. So I've been around doing assurance work in for about now 13 years in industries of media, financial services, and also I have spent some years in external audit, still doing IT related reviews. Yeah, I think that's it about my work. Within ISACA, I joined ISACA in 2015. July 2015. I think that makes 10 years now because we're in 2025. I have done some work in ISACA. I have been on several committees, including the education committee, marketing committee. I have also, even currently, I'm offering CISA classes. I have been on the audit committee, finance committee. I've also been on the board as a marketing director, communications, and most recently, director, or should I say treasurer. And then currently, like you've already mentioned, I am the vice president.
Eric, we are honored to have you in the show. And it's such an incredible number of certifications that you've done. Just shows the level of dedication you have towards the profession. Are you at liberty to tell us where you studied these certifications or where you're teaching, so that in case anyone wants to take that journey, they know where to start from here in Uganda?
Yeah, of course. With CISA, together with any ISACA accreditations or certifications, the ISACA Kampala chapter holds every year, it holds 3 events, boot camps, where we do have CISA, CISM, CRISC, CGATES, CDIPS. There are many certifications that ISACA offers. So if anyone needs to attend any of them, they can just reach out to ISACA and then they are prepared for the sessions. So for me, particularly, I offer the Certified Information Systems Auditor. And even as we speak, we have a cohort that is running. I think they have finished domain 4. So I think that's what I can say.
Okay, thank you for that.
On the ISO 27001, incident myself, I did the training from Nairobi, and actually that's what prompted me to go ahead and accredit as a trainer. This was because when I wanted to train, I looked around in Uganda and I couldn't find a trainer. So right now there are many trainers. You can just Google. There are many. I think I know about 5 of them currently. I wouldn't want to mention them on this interview.
You don't want to
But
endorse them. Okay.
you can reach out to me.
Mm.
Anyone can reach out to me in case they needed to get certification around the ISO standards.
Okay. And previously, when we were talking to the chapter president, Maurice, he said his life took a trajectory for the better when he got his maybe CISA. Do I remember right? Oh, and then he joined ISACA. So we want to know how the
Yes.
journey has been for you.
Oh, well, interesting. I think we have different journeys. He's right about that. Mine was different in a way that first I had just left campus and then I was applying for jobs. To be honest, I didn't know about IT audit when I left campus. I was just an IT guy who was a database admin with Oracle certifications at that time. And I was just looking for an IT job. But incidentally, two of the jobs that I applied for in that period were IT assurance jobs. So I ended up getting one, and then I got to know about IT auditing at the job because it was an external audit firm. And when I got to know about it, I got interested. And then I got to know about ISACA. And then that's how I moved into ISACA and immediately registered for the exam. When I passed the exam, I can tell you, I got several calls from different institutions to without even applying, yeah. People would just, ISACA Secretariat, I think, would just share names of people who are recently certified, yeah. So my job world became very easy after sitting my CISA exam because now I even stopped applying for jobs because now they will just call me. Yeah, that's how exciting it was.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'm about to apply for mine also at this point. That is how easy things are going to be. So, in comparison, ISO 27001 and CISA, in terms of coverage and knowledge for IT audit, how do they compare?
Yeah, thank you for that question. I think in our field, it's something that a lot of people would want to know, which one should I take for those who are really getting into certifications. Yeah, but you need to know that the ISO 27001 is a standard. Yeah, while CISA is an accredited or is a certification that is supposed to help you or anyone who wants services of an IT assurance provider. Yeah, would help confirm. It helps people have trust. Yeah, in you for doing that kind of work. Yeah. So they're a bit different, and the ISO is it is an information security management system. So its focus is on controls, yeah, that are really focused on information security, yeah. So it will have the mandatory requirements and then the different controls that, if applied, uh, there will be some confidence that the information security management systems in your organization are good enough. Whereas with the CISA, it encompasses a lot of things, and that's why it has 5 domains. The first domain is to bring someone up to speed with the auditing process. Yeah. Then the second domain will bring someone to the level of understanding how IT is governed. How is it's aligned to the strategy of the business. Yeah. Then the third one, of course, would talk about software development and acquisition of IT. Yeah, software and hardware. Then we go to the fourth domain, which talks about now the real IT service. Yeah. So like that, and the fifth, of course, will be the one. It's about protection of information assets. It will be the one that will focus on the security end of things. So the real difference for me is that one is focused on the job that you're going to do. The other, the standard, is focused on application of an information security management system, controls and processes. Yeah, so the guys who are going to audit need to have the CISA, because you're not going to focus only on security. You're going to look at things like strategy alignment, things like return on investment, things like improvement of processes to make sure that they're efficient. Those are not security related areas. So I think that's the contrast that I can say we can have in those two.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's clear enough. The ISO 27001 is a information security management system. There's a masterclass we attended, and one of the facilitators kept on saying that, you go and implement the standard. So procurement will ask you, so where is this system? Because it's not tangible. It's just a set of controls. And so it's very important to understand that the management system is a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
collection of policy and controls you implement for security, and it's not like a tangible system people would ask for.
No,
That
actually,
was
it's a system. If you go and Google the word system, the system in the sense of IT, it is more like an application that people have coded. But systems are in everything. A system is like a set of processes.
So anyway, so what makes this year's conference different from the previous one? What's the theme?
Yeah, and that same question is where I was going to. So our this year's theme is thriving in the era of disruptive technology. Yeah. Our team that is preparing, doing the preparations for the conference, sat down and consulted. We did some surveys with membership, consulted with each other, and we saw that there was need for us to have a large conversation around disruptive technology. And with disruptive technology, we have areas in artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, the entrance in data protection, and many things that are affecting how people work today that are brought about technology. Yeah. There are things around encryption, things have changed now. You will learn at the conference that AES, former encryption, I will call it from or current, also has been tested nowadays not to be as efficient. The one we use for the security of our web activity. So a lot of things are happening in technology, and with this conference, we want to give participants a broad view, information, insights on how they should manage this new era of disruptive technology in all aspects. It's not just IT. It falls in every domain of any organizations. How should boards handle this? We shall have sessions around that. How should senior management handle the changes? How does HR handle? Yeah, because now you need to train the staff. Yeah, how to engage in how to use AI, because nowadays we use AI for work. Yeah, securely. Yeah, so there's it's not just IT. We need to and the speakers and the topics that are being arranged are broad. Yeah, they are talking about technology and how it is affecting society in the speed it is doing it.
Sure.
That is interesting. Now, when it comes to that, the previous conferences, the master classes and the conference were together. But this time round, they have been split into two: the master class and the conference. So, what's unique this time?
Yes, thank you for that question. We've been holding our conferences with master classes actually. Yeah, we've been always having 3-day conferences, and then we'd have master classes for 2 days. Yeah. However, in the last 2 conferences that we had, we got complaints from participants and master classes providers. Yeah, that they are interested in everything. They want to go to the main conference for the general sessions, but they also want to also have some kind of detailed masterclass where someone comes out and they're really experts around a certain area. Yeah. So and the providers also were saying we in the conference that we have people in the morning, and then in the afternoon we have new people, and then tomorrow morning we have new people. So at the end of it all, people don't go away with that advantage. So we did a survey and during the conference, post-conference, and that came out also very clearly. So this time round, we said, okay, let's separate the two. Yeah. So that we give an opportunity. Yeah. First of all, for the providers, those are the facilitators of the master classes, to have a team in the room that they run with for the entire session. But majorly for the participants, because now the participant has an opportunity to go away as a master in a certain field, as well as get all the different knowledge and experiences that come with the main conference, which has been organized. So that you don't have to miss out on anything. Yeah. So that is how the structure came up for this year, and we are prepared to have that happen, and we expect that the delivery of these master classes will be top notch.
Okay. Thank you for adhering to feedback. So I'm sure there'll be ample time for everyone to, first of all, learn, and also for the facilitators to teach. So apart from networking, so there'll be a total of 4 days, master classes and the main conference?
So the master classes will start on 29th of September and end on 30th of September. Those will be 2 days. Then the conference will be a 3-day. The main conference now will start on the 3rd day, which will be 1st of October to 3rd of October. That will be now Wednesday to Friday, and it will be fully filled because now we shall have everyone in the room. So networking will be at high level. Discussions will be at a level that we haven't experienced before. Yeah, maybe what I also didn't point out with the feedback, we also got feedback from speakers last year who were attending the main conference track, who said, but you see, we prepared for this session and the kind of knowledge we are giving is top notch. But we have your people, the people we have, the participants are in the master classes. So it's really now to have everything open for everyone. Yeah.
Okay. You've answered that.
That's actually, if you went for the conference last year, you noticed that's exactly what was happening, that you're split into deciding exactly where do I go to. And because everything is all happening at the same time, it's usually very challenging to decide. Yeah, so I think thank you for considering our feedback and making those changes. So with networking is key, but what is in the pipeline for this year's cocktail? Last year we had I believe a karaoke where people actually were singing and were like, yes, okay. So what
I
are we
can
doing?
tell you had a good experience last year. What I can tell you is that on that end of things, there is a lot that we usually want to have it as a surprise, but I can tell you it will be better than what we had last year. Yeah.
The surprise artist.
You've still kept it as a surprise, but it's okay.
It will be much better. That's what I can tell you. Yeah.
Sure. So you said you joined ISACA right after campus, right? So looking back, okay.
No, it wasn't just right after campus. It was after I got in that job that I got to know about it, and then I joined ISACA.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll read into, how would you advise like students who are still at campus to join the professional body early and the benefits that come with that?
Yeah, to be honest, I wish I had joined earlier. Yeah, because I think I would have been even far from where I am right now if I had joined earlier. So for students who are about to finish, I think ISACA is one organized community of IT professionals. Yeah, that would immediately connect you to millions of subscribers or members of ISACA globally. Yeah, first you have access to our membership at Kampala chapter, but then you will start to get experiences. You can volunteer if you want to volunteer. You can do certifications if you want to do certifications. But the key thing, of course, on your end as a member, by the way, I need to tell you, when I moved away from the job that I had at that time in external audits, I went to another organization and they gave me the job before I sat my CISA exam. I was just a member. I had just become a member of ISACA, and within 3 months, I had gotten a job somewhere else. Yeah. So that connection that is there to all these people, the network of ISACA membership will immediately raise you to be a valuable person to the IT community globally. So in terms of getting jobs, it will be more easier for someone who is just leaving university. The good thing, the the membership fee is subsidized for people who have just left university and those who are still students. So it helps you to become a member. Just under 300,000. Yeah. As a student, you can become a member of ISACA. And then on top of that, you have resources. As a member, there are many things there, papers that have been written around information security, artificial intelligence, and many resources that you have access to free of charge as a member. And even those that are paid for, you have a big discount, yeah, as a member of ISACA. So start by being a member. And then also, you see that things are changing nowadays. When we were starting off as IT auditors, you find a department of IT auditors would have like one IT auditor. Today, organizations are expanding their IS audit units. In fact, in my former workplace, even the non-IT auditors were told to do CISA because the future of auditing, you're going to be auditing technology, systems. So it is a field that has a lot of potential. Recently, Bank of Uganda issued a circular around cybersecurity, yeah, a framework. And there are a lot of compliance requirements around cybersecurity today. Yeah, the fintech world is growing in Uganda. So we have so many fintechs nowadays. And with fintechs, cybersecurity assurance, pen tests, audits, and many other requirements around cybersecurity will require professionals, yeah, who are trusted to do this work. Yeah. So going in there, doing this, first of all, being a member, then also going ahead and doing the certifications will help you so much as a person who is just joining the work community.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for that. But if you're looking back, what are those key skills you will find are very key for someone who is in the industry or who is planning on joining the industry as an auditor?
As an auditor, I don't know, maybe the soft skills and the technical skills. Yeah. So the technical skills, of course, would require you to understand the current trends of artificial intelligence, trends around data privacy, and cybersecurity. So those, if you get yourself the skills around those areas, then they'll be key for you as you start your work in this era. On the soft skills, of course, you will need, and I think this is something that lacks a lot in a lot of people who are just starting to work. That is leadership. In the IT space, I personally have noticed that leadership is an area that we struggle with as IT people, but it's something that can help us and our organizations a lot because there is that demand for alignment of IT and the organizations where we work. So, and that requires some level of leadership, some level of networking with colleagues, and that requires soft skills. Yeah. Of course, writing as an auditor is very key. Communication skills. Yeah. Because you're going to have to write reports and also you're going to have to present them. Yeah. To either senior management or your audit clients. Yeah, so those are some of the very important things that you have to have as an IT auditor.
It's important when you say to write reports, but then also to present them because you can have a meticulous report, but you can't communicate, and so the essence will be lost.
Yeah, and one of the things we always give as an example, because in IT as a field of work, incidentally has a lot of acronyms. Like everything is abbreviated. Yeah, most of the IT things. But as an IT auditor, you will have to make other people understand what you are actually writing. So it's something that on IT auditors is very important because we have a lot of acronyms, we have a lot of wording that is specific for IT related knowledge areas. So we, as an auditor, since you're going to communicate to non-IT people, you have to hone a writing skill that when you read what you've written, any other person can understand it and will understand your IT and go and explain to others what they've understood. And they say it will be the same message. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah. So, in the parting shots, first of all, thank you for coming on the show. We are all delighted to have you and sharing your knowledge of both CISA, ISO, and the conference itself. Definitely, people who who are watching this episode will definitely find it valuable for them. So finally, if people want to first go for the conference, where do they start from? Secondly, where can they find you? Not physically, maybe you don't want people to meet you physically.
Security, Deo, security first.
We are meaning
Well,
online. Yeah.
thanks, Deo. Let me first start with our conference for this year. So we've been holding annual conferences, and this will be the 14th time we are holding the annual East Africa Information Security Conference. And we've mentioned the theme before, which is thriving in an era of disruptive technology. So the event will be from 29th September to 3rd of October, and it will be split. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, 29th, 30th September will be the master classes, and then 1st to 3rd of October will be the main conference. Yeah. So the conference is going to be at Speak Resort Munyonyo, just like it was last year and the previous years. And maybe to speak about the prices, the fees of the conference and the master classes. We have three categories of pricing. The first one is the standard pass, that is conference only, 1st to 3rd of October. That will be 1.4 for members and 1.5 for non-members. And then for those who will want to attend virtually, they'll be paying 1 million for members and 1.1 for non-members. The other category we have is the training pass, and that is the master class. Yeah. So for the master class, we only have a physical option because of what we're saying. We want people to be attentive. So the virtual bit of it would not really bring out the objective. So this one, the fee is 900 for Uganda shilling, 900,000 for members, and then 1 million for non-members. Now, for those who would want to take what we are calling the premium pass, which is the entire 5 days, includes the master class and the conference, it's discounted. So both for a member will be 2.2 million, and for a non-member, it will be 2.3. That is around the pricing. If you
hold on, 2.3 for members and 2.4
for non-members, 2.3 is for non-members, 2.2 is for members.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So, but for more information that you would want to obtain, you can visit our website, which is eainfosec.org. That's the conference website. It has everything that you might need to do. If it is registration, if you want to know, frequently asked questions are there. If you want to know which speakers, anything around the conference, you can visit that website, or reach out to our secretariat. Yeah. ISACA has a secretariat, or which would say the office, which runs the business of ISACA Kampala chapter. And specifically, you can reach out to Brenda Kampurida. We also have our own landline. All these you can get from the website, but also we have our social media platforms, LinkedIn and X, and I think also Facebook. Just put in the search ISACA Kampala chapter, and you'll be getting updates on a daily basis around what's happening, what's going to happen during the conference. So even today, if you just look out at LinkedIn or X, you'll find some content around the conference, but also other activities that ISACA is doing. My personal contacts, you can reach me through LinkedIn or even WhatsApp. I can read my number here because I know you will say it is personally identifiable information, but there are certain roles that you play that you have to give people your contacts.
It's the weight
Yeah.
of the role, eh?
Yes. So, of course, you can find me on LinkedIn and X as Eric Sechizivu. You can just search, or you can look for the handle, which is at Richware Eric on both. And my personal contact is 0773 206853. I want to close this by calling out those who wish to sponsor the conference. Reach out to the secretariat, reach out to me for details so that we can share with you details of sponsorship, and also those who are interested in speaking at the conference around the theme that we have. The deadline for registering is 15th, which is this week on Friday. Please don't forget to reach out as well. I think that's it from me. Thank you. Back to you.
You're not sure how to back to
Yes, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyways, thank you for coming on the show. It has been a great delight. You're the first guest to share his contact, so that's a milestone in the Cyber Weekly.
Yeah.
But definitely, we will be including that in the show notes if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything else will be included in the show notes. I've already added the ISACA conference link, so everyone who is checking out this show, so just check in the show notes on YouTube or any other platform for podcasts. Other than that, unless Angela has anything to say.
We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe to the Cyber Weekly wherever you get your podcasts from. Thank you. And thank you, Eric, for your time and for coming to the show.
Thank you. Thank you as well. And keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you.